Hi, this is Gun226 bringing you a flashlight review today. Today we're looking at the Fenix LD01. Here we can take a look at the box. It comes in some really nice packaging. You can see the maximum runtime here. It's 11 hours. Okay, why did I buy this flashlight? Well, I bought this flashlight for my EDC to replace this guy, my E01. I needed a little bit more brightness, so I decided that I would replace the current E01 with the Fenix LD01. Okay, now it's pretty much the same size as the other one, as my E01, same weight. Everything's pretty much the same. It's slightly longer, but not by much. It's not going to make much difference carrying in my pocket. So that's a good thing. The construction is basically the same. They're both aluminum housing. The anodize on this might be slightly better. It's a type 3 anodization. So hopefully that'll wear well as this one has over the past 6 months or so that I've carried it. I don't really see any scratches or dings on it. It's actually doing really well riding in my pocket. I put this little lanyard on there that I tied, so that works out pretty well. The weight on this guy is only 14 grams without a battery, and it's equivalent to the E01. Here we go with the battery. The weight is 0.920 ounces. Can't really compare it to the Fenix now that I have the lanyard on there. Let's take a look how much this weighs. It's 1.044 ounces, so not much of a difference anyway. One thing that has me a little bit concerned, there's not as much knurling on the LD than there is on the E01. You can see there's a lot of knurling here, and that gave me a lot of grip for when I was doing one-hand operation. I can turn it on fairly easily with one hand. This one I can do too. I mean, you can do one-handed operation as well, so that's kind of nice. I really look for that when I'm in a flashlight. Maybe I prefer a push button. I'm not really sure, but this twisty seems to be doing fine for me just now. As far as the brightness, let's take a look at the brightness of this guy. It's supposed to be 9 lumens on low, 28 lumens on medium, and 85 lumens on high. Now, the initial time when you turn it on, it's going to be on medium mode, which is 28 lumens. So let's take a look here. Actually, I think was that low, potentially? So I believe that's medium. So that's 28 lumens. And here's the LD, or the E01 next to it over here. And this is the LD on the right. So it is much brighter. The beam on the LD is much nicer. It has more of a white beam. You can see the purple beam coming out of the E01 is not as nice. You can see it kind of rotate. It's not really totally symmetric. LD is pretty much symmetric. The beam looks really nice. It's got a nice spill beam on it. It's got a nice central brightness part of the beam. You can see on the E01 it has a central brightness and it's got a spill beam around the outside. Still nice, but it is purple. So that's one of the detractors. Now, to get into the next mode, you gotta twist it on and twist it off and twist it back on again. Now this is low mode. This is supposed to be 9 lumens, and the is 9 lumens, and the E01 is supposed to be 10. So either the E01 is a little bit brighter than 10 lumens, or the Fenix LD01 is a little bit less than the 9 lumen specification, because it looks like the brightness, you can see the definite difference in brightness here. So I'm not sure if this one's a little bit less, or this one's a little bit higher than 10, or this one's a little bit lower than. So it's interesting. And then let's try the high mode, which is supposed to be 85 lumens. Really hard to compare it against the E01 in this mode. So let's roll in the Fenix PD30. Now the PD30 is supposed, in low mode, it gives you 11 lumens. Okay. So maybe. All right. In medium mode, it gives you 75 lumens. So let's see. That's about the same, more or less. Certainly the PD30 has a nicer beam. It's much more uniform. I guess you would expect that with a much more high-end flashlight than the little pocket of the LD01. But I mean, they're very similar. I would say it's pretty much equivalent. I don't know if it's 85 lumens. It's probably closer to maybe 75. It might be a little, I think it's about the same brightness, if not maybe a little bit dimmer than the PD. So maybe it's a little under 75 lumens is my guess. On high, you get 140, and it's certainly not that bright. In turbo mode, 265 out of the PD30. That's certainly not that bright. Overall, it has a really good brightness for one AAA battery. I can't really beat it. That's why I really went with the upgrade. Here's the 85 lumens. Let's look at the E01. There's the 10 lumens that I've been carrying around. That is a significant difference. Even if it takes a couple twists to get to it, that's fine with me. With the addition of the wider beam and the brightness and the throw that I'm going to get, it's well worth what I paid for it. So that's that. Turn the light back on here. So I think the amount of times here we go, at 9 lumens, it's supposed to run for 11 hours. At the 85 lumen mode, doesn't really say how long it runs, but I looked it up on the website. It's about 1 hour. And in the 28 lumen mode, or 28 lumen mode, I guess, it's supposed to be 3.5 hours. So that's it's pretty decent. It's like I was saying before, the user interface is not as nice as I would hope for. It's a little twist interface. So what you do is you twist it to turn it on initially. So it's on medium. It comes on in medium mode, which is 28 lumens. Then you twist it off and twist it back on again, and you're in low mode. And then you twist it off and twist it back on again, you're in high mode. So that's a really nice user interface. Here's the, let's take it apart and take a look inside. Right now I have a Duracell regular battery in there. I don't have any AAA lithiums on me currently. You can see in there it's a nice metal construction. not anodized on the inside, just metal. You can see the O-ring. The package did come with an extra O-ring in case this one wears out or breaks. Here's the head. You can see inside the reflector there, you got some orange peel to try to even out the beam. It is one of the, it's a Cree xpr-g LED, supposed to have a 50,000 hour lifespan. Here's the backside of the electronics. This light is digitally controlled, so that means the light output will be the same until the battery just totally gets drained. So that's kind of nice. The threads are pretty smooth. I like that. See, I don't know if you can get as close up to the threads. I'm not focusing very well. Anyway, you can see the threads there a little bit. Doesn't look like they're squared off. It just looks like they're regular threads that are cut, which is fine with me. I've not had a problem in the past with my other Fenix lights, so I think it'll just be just fine. Here's the tail. You can see I put the clip on there. I plan to put a lanyard on here eventually. Tie another one of these on there. So that'll be on there. Thing I like about this is, similar to this one, you can do a tail stand on these guys. Well, that's not very effective. Just use this. The spring clip has a little detent to ride in, so you can still use it in a torch mode. So that's kind of nice. I'm not sure if I like that design better or this design better. I probably end up using it quite a bit, so I haven't used this one in this mode too much, but it works. You can see they're both able to stand on the tail end, so that is really nice. The track record of these guys is really good. Like I said before, I have a few Fenix lights. I've never had a problem, and I don't anticipate another problem with this guy. Now the cost of this guy was a little high. It was about $35. So you're going to pay for the performance that you get. This, on the other hand, was my Fenix E01 was $12. However, and if you're upgrading to the PD30, they're like $50, so it's another $15 or so. But this is really more difficult. I can't really carry this in my pocket very easily compared to this guy. This should not be a problem, as the form factor is pretty much equivalent to the Fenix E01. So I would say this is a medium value, but it'll be a high use, and hopefully I'll get a lot of use out of it. It's going to be in my EDC, so maybe I'll give you an update on how it's performing in the next 6 months to a year, because I don't plan to swap this out anytime soon. I spend a few dollars on it. So that's all I have for now. If you like my videos, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.